y'all. It's time for that hard pill that the ladies don't want to swallow. And the myth of this alpha chick, look, it's got to be put to bed. Um, there is no such thing. And to be quite frank, we're tired of hearing about it. Now, we've said this before what y'all are alpha widows. And you need to go back to that Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, or Ray Ray that left you this way, or go find yourself a Russell Wilson. But he is not us. He is not I. Okay? Stepdaddy season is over. All right? You had your fun, while that era of single mothers were getting away with a whole lot. Y'all had a good reign. I had a good reign. I think single motherhood had a good 12-year reign. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit less. But like fully in its prime, where no one has been shaming like it should be, because women having children out of wedlock is not something that should have ever been or has ever been something that's been a asset to society. So unwed woman having children, there's terms for it in the Bible. I mean, come on. But the modern woman, the modern alpha has glorified it. And a lot of these, and the reason why I bring up single mothers is because a lot of these alpha females are single mothers. And they don't get it. I see a lot of alpha widow babble all over the internet. These women, they don't understand how scarred they are. And they think just because they picked up some internet jargon that it makes sense. And any guy with sense doesn't want them. Now, here's the thing about them: these women have options. They have options, but the options they're getting, they don't want. They keep making videos in reference to the guys like us that don't want them. And apparently, even the alphas don't want them. I don't even think the alphas are playing with them anymore. I think they're getting betas and Russell Wilson's stepdaddies. I think that's all they get. So they're bored. But I've heard jargon out there about the alpha woman, and they're trying to portray themselves as just women that are empowered, and they're trying to make us, sigmas and alpha men, seem like we're wrong for not liking them. And being empowered doesn't mean you have to be an alpha woman. You can be just a regular woman. You can be a lady. You don't have to be these male identified terminologies. You know, I mean, the term alpha woman doesn't even sit right. It really doesn't, and they know it. They know it. They know it. It doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. But listen, the point in the video is you have options overseas, women that are basking in their femininity. And I'm seeing posts online from alpha chicks saying, it's just an energy. Alpha is just an energy. Masculinity is just an energy. And they're talking about being chameleons. They're talking about wearing the mask when need be, and then taking the mask off when they go home. So like they're talking about being alpha out in public and with their businesses, and then going, 420 on the timer to say this, soft girl summer, whenever they get home. And it doesn't work like that. We're trying to tell them, once you tap into that energy, you're in it. They don't want to listen. They don't want to listen, man. No matter what we do, they don't want to listen. So listen, get your passports. There are feminine women overseas. There are some places that are starting to act like the Western woman's ideology, but it's not as broad as they're trying to make it seem here in the States. Are there women over there selling booty? Yes. Are there American women over here selling booty? Yes. It's disguised as a deposit for a date. It's the same thing. It's selling cheeks. And you know, the only difference is over there, you're getting it. And over here, you're probably not going to get it. You're just giving her money. You know what I'm saying? And are we going over there for that? Absolutely not. You can buy booty here. And why would a guy that looks like, see, here's the problem with y'all. We haven't really gotten over there like we need to yet. You haven't gotten the broad spectrum of American man. You're only seeing a couple types, and you're able to identify them, and you're pegging them, and they're not really like, how do I say this? A lot of the guys over there right now are not um kind of men that got a lot of women before they went over there. So they're just now getting to it. They're settling in. It might take them a couple of years, a couple of few to five. But I've always gotten women. So when I get over there and my soul tribe gets over there, it's gonna be a different story. And we're gonna move around. Like if I go to Thailand and the Philippine area, it seems like it's kind of dry. I'm gonna go to Costa Rica, Colombia. We're gonna move around. Brazil. I'm gonna go around to these places. I'm not going there for the women. See, that's where a lot of these guys are over there doing. They're doing it wrong. They're going places for the women, for the views, and it seems like they're players. I don't need to seem like nothing. See, when you got a guy, a Sigma, when a true Sigma goes over there, it's gonna change the game. I'm telling you, it's gonna be like, oh man, because the way I'm gonna be moving, I'm not going over there for the women. I'm not chasing them down. I'm gonna go over there and find different ways to make money, make my money go longer. You know what I'm saying? Have a good time while I'm over there. Show everybody like the different places to go. Get really good with my editing and my production. And I'm gonna hone my craft. Listen, my main reason for going is this. I'm just gonna let you in on a secret, man. When I got put on the side of this mountain by God, I really got some things done. Ooh, 20% marker. I really got some things done. You guys let me know if the audio is working. I forgot to put on do not disturb, man, and I got a bunch of random phone calls going on. So let me know. I see there's three people in here. Let me know if the audio is working. Sometimes when that happens, it kicks off my audio. But I have a mic in this time, so it might work. But if it doesn't, we're gonna troubleshoot. But they called to try to throw my train of thought off, but I'm too honed in. When I got put on the side of this mountain and I learned how the peace is where you really learn and get your authentic downloads from God so you can be as creative as possible. So I'm gonna get over there and be even more honed in because I get more peace. Like the peace is gonna be greater because over here the land is great. Everybody that knows, they know that America is the first land out of the water, the minerals and everything over here. Listen, a lot of great stuff going on, some of the oldest pyramids, stuff of that nature. But you have to go when you're seeing lines in the sky. You have to go when you're being advised when you look on certain things that there's certain kinds of meat in the meat that you're buying or in certain fast food places. You have to go when all the water's tainted. You got to go, man, so you can be in a place to optimize your peace. So you can, come up with great ideas to create even more peace for yourself and others. Because once I got over here and I got some of it, it's like, what if I added like a luxury resort type of feel to it while it's quiet and everything else? So, and then I can bring, you guys into it so you guys can, you know, visualize yourself. Now, are you living, what I'm saying, vicariously through me to a certain extent? But it's allowing you to visualize yourself there or somewhere other than where you're at in a better place so that you can really, because it's all, I'm telling you, brothers, y'all are just getting a taste of it right now, especially you young guys out there. You young guys that are tapping into this, going against the, you know that you're doing the right thing when all of the public is going against what you're doing. Oh, young guys are not messing with women. It's going to be what? It's going to be peace on earth for those young men. And they're trying to tell you you're doing something wrong. That's how you know you're doing it right. If they were telling you, oh yeah, the men are doing it right, then your dumbasses are probably out there getting married. You know what I'm saying? Messing up your lives. You know, once you get married, you literally, you're just, that ring is, a ring around your balls. So once you get married, as soon as you're done, you realize that you made the biggest mistake of your life, because if it works out, she's going to be able to just wig out whenever she feels like it. And that's what they normally do once they, get married, once the ceremony's over. Or, she might, if you have money, take everything that you have. You know what I'm saying? That you worked hard for. It's a waste of time. So y'all are on it already, man. They don't like that kind of stuff, man. They don't like us thinking ahead like this. So the alpha woman is one of the ways that to bring you back into the circus, into the plantation. She rides the trends. She's out here bold in front of all other women, telling everybody, I am woman, hear me roar, beating her chest. You know what I'm saying? She's doing everything to turn you off while simultaneously looking good as fuck. It's perplexing. But it's just like anything else in nature, you know what I'm saying? That looks really good. It's the most poisonous. You can't look, man. These women are out here going to the gym or getting BBLs. You guys check out these BBL videos out here right now talking about it stinks. I really think it's a bigger issue than that. I think it's a cooch stinking issue that's being blamed on the BBL. But I digress, right? Because I don't see any other country where women that are getting BBLs are being called out like this, except for in America. And we all know the American woman is one of the most trifling women. And I only mean that in standards of what we've heard so far about how little they shower, with the option to shower every day with hot and cold water. But they choose not to wash their butt while pooping and peeing every day, right? And if they're doing this with a regular bootay, what do you think they're doing one of those big old BBL bootays? It's getting funky, you know? It's getting funky. And a lot of guys just don't talk about it. We're starting to. Shaman is coming back. It's starting to. But, a lot of guys aren't talking about it enough. Hey, you guys smash that like button. If you're coming in from the shorts feed, click watch video, then the top right corner, three dots, click that, and then you'll see the like button in there. Appreciate you. But look, y'all, the Sigmas and the Alphas have made it very well known in so many different ways that we don't like this kind of woman. Now, I don't want to get on here and seem like we're bashing this kind of woman, because there's other platforms that have different names for this alpha woman, and they definitely get the point across. But this kind of woman is a widow. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of cases, they're black widows, right? They're going to try to devour you after they get that nut. You know what I'm saying? You you gotta, like, is that a pit bull? I got a pit bull over there. Anyway, got a little puppy pit bull. Um, they'll devour you. You know what I'm saying? You have to be really careful out here. They're not really out here, trying to find a good man. They're trying to find a good man, of course, to attach to, you know, and I'm talking about the alphas, like a parasite. Because when you hear these women talk, they're parroting and regurgitating the talking points that I've heard men say, but then they're putting the fembot spin on it, which is when they start talking about energy, and you can be in masculine energy all day in the corporate office and with your business, but then, just like taking off your coat, you take it off when you, no, you can't. Once your disgusting ass selves decide to take on that coat of masculinity, you can't take it off. No, you will try to put on a coat the chameleon coat of softness, but we'll smell your stinking ass a mile away. We'll smell your stinking ass or your feet or something like that. Something masculine about you. And you'll be trying to blame it on BBL leakage and no, you're just trifling as fuck. You're in your masculine energy. Remember, when you're in your masculine energy, you're not taking the time to take those baths. Back in the day, the women used to take baths, and let's be real. This will probably be on all over other YouTuber channels. Start tomorrow, but I've been with a lot of women, and a lot of y'all don't douche like you used to. Let's just call it like we see it. See your mothers. I don't care what they say. Y'all see this is. I remember my generation coming up with this. I remember when, the older generation would talk about douching. My generation started this whole, oh no, it washes out the bad bacteria. I mean, the good bacteria. It don't make no, never mind. It don't matter what it wash out. You'll get some more in there. That shit stinks. You gotta like flush it out. And y'all out here doing stuff, with dudes, and y'all don't be keeping it fresh. Hey, what's going on, Kevin? What's going on? What I'm saying? Salute to the tribe. What I'm saying? I'm just talking about these women, and I'm gonna be real, they're not cleaning it out, man. And this is what gets me about a woman. And let's be real, let's talk real for a whole hot second. A woman will walk into your place where you live at, or get in your car and be like, it's a little tart in here, or they'll go in your place and be like, something stale in here, but they can't even smell their own stinking ass puss. And that, like, look, back in the day, when we didn't know what that was all about and it'd be kind of funky, don't act like when we stick it in, it'd be funky, and we'd be like, what's that smell? And they'd be like, oh, what are you talking about? We wouldn't put it in their face. I wasn't the only one that did that. I was not the only one that did that. What is that? What is that? That's a big ass bird. I wasn't the only one. Don't even. Y'all don't play me like this. Kev, my brother, please understand. I was not the only one. Couldn't be. I was just like, if I smelled this from here, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in your face, slap it all over. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know. And then she'd be like, look, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Same chick that'll be like, oh, it's stale in here. Stale like what? Oh, like, I remember this one chick was like, like stale, like, like you take your clothes out the dryer and you need to dry your sheets and you let them dry long enough. I'm like, what? What? Same type of chick can't smell her own stinking ass wop. You can smell it. You smell it. See, sometimes, a couple of times when you pull it out, because sometimes you get started and it don't stink until you get up in it and she starts coming a little bit. Y'all don't act like I'm the only one. Don't start stinking because she call herself washing it. That's how you know it ain't good for you, right? And you'll be up in there a little bit and then it starts to like, that's why I like hitting it from behind, because that's gonna take, what I'm saying, you're gonna know what's going on, from behind. And I don't even say nothing. I'll just like, pull it out. I walk around, put it in her mouth, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing to you. You already know what it smell like. I'm just gonna put it in your mouth. And these trifling chicks will act like it don't stink. I'm like, whatever. Cleaning it off one way or another. We're done anyway. We're done anyway. Still taking a shower. Let me know what kind of dirty ass woman you are. Because I know you smell that dirty ass wop. You know what I mean? Trifling. And y'all are sitting there like, oh, this guy's no. I'm a Chad. I was making 100,000 at 25. Looking the way I do, being a veteran. I was getting cooch thrown on me for just being a veteran. Then I was getting cooch thrown on me for making over 100,000. And then I was getting cooch thrown on me for living in Germantown, Maryland. You know what I'm saying? I was having it thrown on me. I had a Mercedes. You know what I mean? I had a Ducati. I had an Acura. I had them all, man. I was living my best life. That's when I was telling y'all, like, during a certain part of my life, I was living it up. What was that song called? Ain't that like a Ja Rule song? Be living it up. What? Do I do? I don't care remember that song was, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I was living it up, man. Living my best life. Man, it was a dream. The next thing you know, I got served papers for child support. Anyway, shit happens, man. When you be out there in them streets, dude, you know what I'm saying? You be living a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm a firm advocate for not doing one night stands. My son, one time with his mom, man. One time. And I wore a condom too. I'm just like that. That's why I have to be super careful. Super careful. I'm strictly on the birth control plan of throat babies. You know what I mean? Throat babies. See, you know what I'm saying? And then no. Don't go to the bathroom. You ain't spitting that in nothing. Let me see it. Swallow that. Swallow it. Let me see it. I'm not playing with you. I'm just being real. Look, you gotta be careful out here. These women are trifling. They might try to spit it in like a little bag or something, put it in the freezer, take it somewhere. You don't know. Listen, I do wear condoms, but when you're wearing the condoms, it'll still stink. You know what I'm saying? If you had coochie before that stinks, it will stink on top of the condom, bro. You can tell the condom smell from coochie smell. And I will definitely uh take it out and put it in her mouth with the condom on still. And if she lets me do that, then I know she's a street warrior out there doing some stuff, but I definitely recommend once you figure out it stinks, whether it's some of you guys are trifling. Before you get the draws off, as you're pulling them off, hitting it from behind, or get ready to hit it from behind, or when you're in it for a little bit and then it starts getting funky. I'm not the only one that's been there before because sometimes that shit be deep. But when you digging deep, you know what I'm saying? That thing, you start unburying some buried not so good treasure, and then you're just like, all right, listen, fake it because it's from behind. Fake it, get up out of there, take a shower, and get her out of your house. And this is a long time ago. Young guys, man. Now, I'm gonna stop immediately and tell her get out. If I get ready to partake with the woman and the panties are coming off, I smell. I'm gonna tell her to get out. And block and delete her. Um, as in like her number. If I have the panties off and she starts getting warmed up and it starts stinking, I'm gonna tell her to get out. If I was in it and I'm talking about she already gave me some top and I'm talking about I'm in it to win it, it's time to go, and she gets the oven starts getting warmed up and then she starts stinking, I'm gonna tell her to get out. Get out. Just whatever. We don't have time to be doing mosquitoes. Is that season already? Oh no, man. Not these mountain mosquitoes, dude. These things are huge. You see that thing come in the window? Did you see it land on me? That thing is like, hey, bro, we're back. Son of a bitch. You see that thing land on my. That big ass thing came in the window and is landing on my. Whatever, man. That's why I gotta be out here moving around. I can't be sitting around out here, my windows down. I'm out here chilling like it's gonna be warm without bugs. But listen, I'm just getting used to it because I'm going overseas. Am I? I don't know. I don't know if I'm a popular person. You know, I just get on here and I be talking a lot. I don't watch content and I have a very small following. But, I definitely appreciate the wolf pack on here. 24 minutes. Okay, we gotta do something about this. Look, I got a couple minutes. Gotta be careful, man. These mosquitoes are done lurked up in here. Make sure that got my legs covered up. Look, y'all, smash that like button, y'all. Look, don't mess around with an alpha woman. What is an alpha woman? Well, it's any woman operating outside of a feminine frame. What is operating outside of a feminine frame? when a woman's talking too much. When is a woman talking too much? You'll know. You'll feel like she's talking too much. See, it's one thing when a woman is talking and it's complimentary to her and it's conversation. So there's when a woman's conversating with you, and then there's when a woman's talking too much. Don't conflate the two, right? Conversation rules the nation, man. You'll know conversation, it'll flow. She'll be in her energy. When she's talking too much, 10%, 10%. When she's talking too much, you'll feel like somebody's telling you what to do. You'll feel like your mother's talking to you. You'll feel like your mammy's talking to you. You'll feel like your drill sergeant's talking to you, because this woman's lost her femininity, and she only knows how to speak in a way that she's receptive to, which are the alpha males that talk to her like shit because they know her place in life and they're treating her according, you know. So she acts like that and thinks it's normal. She'll get online, she'll be loud, she'll try to drop her voice, some bass, put some bass in her voice. She'll pick up a lot of internet jargon to to explain her way of life, like energy's energy and masculine energy. We all have it. And shut up. What are you talking about? No, you as a woman supposed to be operating in your feminine energy. All this you can switch it around, and no, 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 no. That is called a Jezebel. That is called a chameleon. You can try to spruce it up and wine and dine it and try to make it sound good. Where's your man? Where is your man, though? Where is your man? Because you had one, you're gonna be arguing with me. He'd be like, don't argue with that single dude. He ain't gonna do nothing but like take you out of your feminine energy. Argue, you ain't got no man. That's why y'all come over here, you get upset, talking about the content creators, and you run back and try to. Some people don't understand how energy works and how some of us are younger, but we're spiritually, astute, and they just don't know because they're old and they, yeah, yeah. Cry me a river, man. I love getting you young chicks worked up so you can go run back to your channels and cry and try to make it seem like you're not crying with some fancy verbiage you picked up from the internet. But all you're doing is spending about an hour, I'm sorry, 35 for 35 minutes to an hour running your mouth trying to explain to people why you operate the way that you do. Understand something. As a lady, you shouldn't need to say much to get your point across. When you got to do a bunch of explaining and have to say, do you get what I'm saying or do you understand? Nah, your point wasn't made. You're not even making the point to yourself. That's why you got to be like, shit, I ain't even making sense of this. Do you understand? Hell no, we don't understand. You don't understand either. You don't understand. You're just babbling. You got caught up in your own babble. Bring it back to reality. Land your plane. Ground it in reality. Y'all don't believe in doing that. Not the modern one. For my phone dies on here. You know what I'm saying? Not the modern woman. You can't do it. Listen, we're not over here, what y'all think we're doing, getting on to you. No, we're giving you the tough love your daddies never gave you because they weren't around. We're giving you the tough love confirmation. We're giving you the tough love that your ex-husbands or your alpha Chad ex-boyfriends should have gave you, instead of dogging you out, making you think that you were somebody special to them before they left you, right? We're giving you that kind of tough love that you're supposed to be giving your badass kids that are roaming the streets and getting arrested and whatever and perpetuating the cycle. That's what we're doing and we're giving to you. And because our tone isn't right, you don't know how to handle the tone and the way a man moves and speaks. So you believe that it's some type of attack, and it's not. But yet and still, you come back every time to hear more, because deep down instinctively, you know you're hearing the word of God and what you needed to hear a long time ago from the men that have been in your life. And I land my plane on that. Did you understand? Slow it down, rewind it back, and listen to it again. You needed that message, okay? We're not here to play stepdaddy, daddy, or any of that business except in the bedroom. smashing cheeks daddy. That's the only kind of daddy, all right? Stop playing with us. You can't call us zesty or any of that nonsense. That is over. That is over. And we ain't playing. We're taking our talents overseas where women love and adore us. There are so many women on this plane. Are you serious? There are, listen, I've done it all. I've tried both, okay? The American black and the American white. I'm done. I'm going to go and take it abroad and try everything else and get respected for it. Look at me. Man, my whole face itself, you know what I'm saying, is a brand. I'm going somewhere where I'm appreciated, not treated like I'm just some guy. I'm not just some guy. Fools, you don't know what you had. Now we're going to take it abroad. You know what I'm saying? We're going to show you better than we can tell you. Okay? Don't be mad at us. Anyway, you guys, you heard that message. Man, I felt that. Man, came from my soul. You guys make sure if you want to, go ahead and drop a donation with the Cash App. Will be linked in the description below and the PayPal. Also, smash that like button. More importantly than anything else, drop a comment whether you like this or not. I appreciate everything that you guys do. And share the live. Share it to your sneaky link. Share it to your Snapchat. Share it to your Facebook. Share it to your burner phone. Just share it somewhere. 20K before my birthday, y'all. We can do this. Listen, salute, pound. Double salute, pound. We can do this. You know what I'm saying? Do I have your support? I know I have your support, guys, because y'all the best to ever do it. Ain't that right? Game over. You know what I'm saying? Game over, gang. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody that showed up. Alex, Kev, all you guys. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. You're the heart and the soul of the channel. Keep doing what you're doing. Watch the videos all the way through. Keep it going. I don't know what that says, but I appreciate you. And say, Akbar.